So I want to talk to you about the advantages of having a pre-inspection before you actually put your property out on the market. A lot of folks look at me funny when I suggest this and say, isn't that a buyer thing? Why should that be my expense? And the truth is, it actually gives you the ability to negotiate from a position of strength with a buyer, because you're laying it all out up front and saying, make your offer commensurate. Here's what the inspector found, here's what we fixed. You document it with receipts on anything that was addressed, and then the things that weren't addressed, you just say, we're not fixing these things. And then the buyer can make their offer commensurate with what you've provided. I recently did a transaction where it was an elderly couple moving into assisted living, and they were nervous about this because they hadn't sold a home in quite a few years. Well, as luck would have it, the pre-inspection turned up that the master shower was leaking, and the house was a pier and beam home, so the water was actually dripping down into the soil under the house, and nobody ever knew about it until this. Well, what was great about it was we didn't have to go on the market immediately. And so you can imagine the pressure of trying to remedy a situation where there's actually rotted wood in the foundation under the deadline of a 30-day escrow period in a contract situation. Well, instead, we uncovered that problem early. We addressed it on their time frame and were able to pick the vendors that they want, then provided documentation of everything that was done. Then when we did get a contract, which was full price by the way, the buyer did have a subsequent inspection to make sure everything was done properly, and it was, and then they didn't ask for any further repairs. Furthermore, they didn't try to whittle our sales price down any further. So it helps the sales price that you agree to up front stay the sales price, or close to it at least, all the way through closing.